Hey everybody, another blog about father's rights here on this channel that I started to just promote music that has turned into something else entirely. I want to share a story. Something happened this last Friday. I um I went to family court, but wasn't summoned. I went because, well, I could. I have been passing out flyers for these. Let's hold it right up here to the camera. Of course, it's backwards on the camera, at least from where I see it, but it's called A Place for Fathers, which is the group that I am now the Island and Skagit County here in Washington State uh, point of contact for. What we are is a group affiliated with the Fathers' Rights Movement that is fighting for fathers' rights, that is actively pursuing men who have been through divorce, being alienated from their from their children, doing the best we can to offer them, first and foremost, just a safe place to come and emotionally talk and vent, and to get insight on how to go about the legal process, how to um, best handle their children, the finances, everything like that. Um, it's a wonderful organization. I'm proud to be a part of it. And since I've been with it, we've counseled a couple, two, three men, and I've only been with it for a couple months. The founder, Gabriel, who you've seen him in the previous videos, the friend of mine that I marched with in the women's rights movement. He's the original founder. Um, but what I really want to share here on this channel, no script, nothing like that, just me talking um, here to the internet, is I went to the courthouse last Friday, and I literally sat in family court, the same place I was summoned to. Like I said in the song, literally sat in court and literally watched women literally squeal with glee. It was the same thing. I watched couples where nothing mattered but the man's money, and this woman that he obviously married years earlier, chose to have children with, just reamed him. Judge was a female, by the way, as were at least half of the attorneys and the bailiff. But before I rant about patriarchy and matriarchy, before I talk about all of that stuff that, you know, you can find anywhere else, I just want to share this personal story. I followed men around after the gavel would come down. All this child support they're paying, divorces are final, whatever they were summoned there for. And I'd follow them out of the courthouse, and I'd hand them these flyers, and I'd tell them what we were about. The first man I handed a flyer to told him what I'd been through. He literally looked at the flyer, started trembling and sobbing, and threw his arms around me. His name was Eric, and he went on to tell me about how he'd been going through a divorce for 2 years. How same thing, he never beat his wife, never cheated on her, but she had a restraining order. His son had just won a championship football game, and he couldn't be there to congratulate him, couldn't be there to cheer him on because couldn't be within X amount of distance from his ex-wife. And he was fighting to move on, but just I guess there's three things I want to say here. If you're watching this and you're a feminist, and you truly believe feminism is about equality, then I dare you, I challenge you, go to family court and watch what they do to us men. If you're watching this and you're a married man and you think your marriage is headed for divorce, educate yourself on divorce right now. You will lose. I have learned since posting Scary Time for Guys, which I get a comment at least once a day, that people don't care about men. They really don't. These women, these feminists who comment on that song, some of you, you're welcome to scroll through the comments. I've replied to a few of them. Some of them are from women who clearly just do not care about anything men, fathers go through. But there's a handful that do. And if you're one of those, I'm begging you. What they're doing to good men and good fathers in family court is criminal. Look up the Fathers' Rights Movement. If you live in Washington State, look up a place for fathers. We'll help you, and we need your help.